Jungkook officially opened his first concert in Korea in September, week 2. Why is Jungkook choosing Korea for his long-awaited solo concert debut? What secrets lie behind this powerful September reveal that left ARMY in awe? Dive in and don't forget to like, comment your theories, and subscribe for more heart-stopping updates. It began as a whisper, a murmur, a shadowy hint in the late hours of a seemingly ordinary Thursday. The kind of day where fans scroll endlessly through posts, hunting for the tiniest glimmer of something real, something big. And then, without warning, like a thunderclap splitting through a silent sky, the news dropped. Jungkook is officially opening his first solo concert in Korea, this coming September in the second week. And just like that, the world of ARMY was turned upside down. Was this real? Had the golden maknae finally chosen his homeland for this sacred first step? And why September? Why now? Hearts were pounding, timelines flooded, and armies across the globe clutched their phones, eyes wide, mouths agape. The boy who once sang beneath dim dorm lights, the boy who grew before our very eyes, was now preparing for a stage that would belong to him and him alone. Korea, his roots, his beginning will be the very place where history writes a new chapter in blazing gold. But as the joy settled, new questions came rushing in like a tidal wave. Why did he wait this long? Was there something deeper behind this decision? Was there a secret narrative ARMY had missed all along? For months, if not years, Jungkook had been dropping crumbs, barely noticeable, almost ghost-like. A lyric here, a dance move there, an Instagram story posted then deleted. Some chalked it up to coincidence. Others swore it was a secret message waiting to be pieced together. Now, looking back, every moment feels like a ticking clock leading us here. It's no longer speculation. It's real. Jungkook will finally stand center stage, not as a member of BTS, but as Jungkook, the artist, the visionary, the force. This isn't just a concert. It's a proclamation, a declaration of independence, a thunderous heartbeat echoing from Seoul to San Francisco, from Busan to Berlin. And ARMY, faithful and fiercely loyal, is already preparing for impact. What's more shocking isn't just the announcement, it's the silence that preceded it. No leaks, no marketing blitz, no warning, just pure, unfiltered surprise. Fans who had just finished watching archived, via lives or reading fanfiction, suddenly found themselves screaming into pillows, crying on sidewalks, refreshing Twitter with trembling hands. The chaos was beautiful. The venue? Still a mystery. The set list? Utterly unknown. But maybe that's the point. Maybe for once the mystery is the magic. Jungkook has never been predictable. Why would he start now? Some fans point to his emotional Weverse messages in the past. Messages that hinted at longing, at uncertainty, at a search for something more. Was this it? Was this concert the answer to the questions he once dared to ask out loud? The choice of Korea as his starting point also speaks volumes. It's not just about geography. It's about home. It's about honoring where he came from before showing the world who he has become. It's about standing on the same soil where he first danced, first sang, first believed. And in that belief, he now invites all of us to join him. But are we ready? Imagine the lights dimming, the crowd breathless, the screen flickering with visuals never before seen. And then a single spotlight. A silhouette steps forward. That voice, that presence, Jungkook, alone but never lonely, surrounded by thousands, yet deeply connected to every single soul in the crowd. Whispers suggest that the performance may include unreleased songs, personal tributes, and even a shocking collaboration. Some say a mystery guest might appear. Others believe the concert will mark the start of an entire solo world tour, but no one knows for sure. And that's exactly why it's so electrifying. This isn't just a show. It's a storm, a quiet revolution led by the youngest member, who once said he wasn't ready to be on his own. And now he's more than ready. He's unstoppable. Jungkook has always walked the line between boy and legend, between quiet humility and roaring passion. And on that September night, he will no longer walk that line. He will shatter it. And maybe, just maybe, this is only the beginning. Are you ready to witness a moment that will go down in history? Are you prepared to cry, to scream, to hold your breath as the world watches the golden maknae take his rightful throne? Then don't look away. Don't blink. Don't dare miss a second. Hit the like button, leave your predictions in the comments, And subscribe to follow every twist and turn leading up to that unforgettable night. Because when Jungkook steps on that stage, it won't just be a concert, it will be a memory, etched forever into the soul of ARMY. The echoes of the announcement hadn't even faded when armies across every continent mobilized as if responding to a sacred call. Fandom groups exploded with theories, screenshots of every previous interview. Live stream and tweet were dug up, dissected and reanalyzed. Every expression on Jungkook's face from the last 6 months was now suspicious. Was that smile in March a sign? Did his pause during that fan question actually hint at this September event? There was an electricity in the air that hadn't been felt since the early days of BTS's world domination. But this was different. This wasn't a group comeback. This was Jungkook, raw, vulnerable, standing under the spotlight not as part of 7, but as one. The courage that takes, the weight that carries, only he knows. And yet, he still chose to do it. Not in New York, not in Tokyo, not in Paris, but in Korea, the land of his youth, the land of his pain, the land of his rise. Speculations run wild about what the opening number will be. Will it be 7? Will he strip everything down and begin with an a cappella, standing alone under white light? Or will he explode onto the stage in true Jungkook fashion, fiery, fierce and fearless? Fans can't sleep. Merch artists have already begun sketches. Plane tickets are being bought at insane prices. Hotels near Seoul are booking out months in advance. And yet, no one knows exactly where the concert will be held. A stadium? An intimate venue? A pop-up stage in a hidden location? Everything is possible when it's Jungkook. Everything is uncertain. And that's the most thrilling part. What caught many off guard was the timing. The second week of September. Not a symbolic anniversary. Not a holiday. No national event to lean on. Which begs the question, is the date meaningful only to him? Did something happen in September that fans don't know about? Is this a private memory turned public tribute? Could this be a full-circle moment tied to his childhood, to a promise he once made quietly under his breath? And what of his bandmates? Will they be in attendance? Will they support him behind the scenes or surprise the crowd on stage? Or perhaps this is meant to be entirely his moment, uninterrupted, unshadowed, the solo bloom of a flower long ready to blossom. One thing is certain. Every camera will be rolling, every army will be watching, and every beat of his heart will echo louder than the music itself. There's talk of new songs so personal that even his closest collaborators were reportedly brought to tears during recording. Jungkook has always been more than a voice. He's a storyteller. When he sings, it isn't just melody, it's confession. And what stories will he choose to share during this concert? Which wounds will he reopen? Which victories will he celebrate? Which fears will he lay bare under the blinding lights? And perhaps the most emotional question of all, what will Jungkook say? Will he speak of his journey, from a quiet boy in Busan to the centerpiece of a global stage? Will he thank ARMY? Will he cry? Will he smile and laugh and run across the stage like he's finally found home? Or will he fall silent, overcome with everything this moment means? Already fans are preparing their fan chants, their banners, their outfits. Already, ARMY is rehearsing how to scream loud enough that he hears them through the tears. Already, hearts are sinking to a rhythm that hasn't even been played yet. But beneath all the excitement, there's something deeper, something heavier. A recognition of how far he's come, of the pain he's endured, of the pressures he's shouldered silently, of the nights he didn't sleep, the days he doubted himself, the weight of expectation crushing down like gravity. And yet he kept going, for music, for the dream, for ARMY. And now, in this sacred return to the stage, alone, vulnerable, unstoppable, we get to witness the result of that fight. Not just a concert, but a resurrection, a rebirth, a coronation.